Alright, boom. Back with more life questing. I have dialogue on. Oh, there's not an option for just dialogue. I forgot about that. Anyway, what did I do last time? What did I do last time? Last time, fucking did the labyrinth. I think I had somebody. I had somebody join me at the very beginning, and then they bitched out like halfway through. But that's fine. Now I'm trying to finish Dragon's Part. I imagine I probably got like 2 more streams. Like I probably got this stream where I fucking do the Crystal Grove and shit and grab the obsidian chest, and then probably the next stream will be me doing the later stages of what the hell is it called? Doing the later stages of the Drake Hatchery, doing the Forum, and then probably just doing Malistaire, because that dungeon takes like 15 minutes. So yeah. Ah, man. I am really tired today. I felt like I was going to have a headache and was going to throw up, which is not the norm for me. I almost never get sick. It's been years since I've been, like, really sick. But I got some Panda Express. I'm just chilling for the rest of the night. I gotta work all day tomorrow and then half of Friday. Then I ain't gotta do jack shit for Sunday, Monday, or Saturday, Sunday. Which is great. Is the new Scroll of Fortune? It's not. I'm hoping the next Scroll of Fortune, this one's winter. I'm hoping the spring one or the summer one is gonna be like the one that gives the little pixie jewel, because I would absolutely like to buy some pixie jewels. At least one. I know during the month of March, I don't know what specific day in March it turns, but the Kroger jewels at some point change to Pixie in like March and fucking September or something. Yeah, I'll go in there and help some people out. Actually, never mind. I don't want to set up my deck, so fuck Dunking Grimwater and whoever else needs to kill the Harvest Lord? No, Nightshade. Oh, do I have to fight these? Well, I'm fighting them now. I'll just look for my rat spin. Yeah, I need to start questing my storm in Azteca since I just finished Avalon. That'll be not so enjoyable. Pixie Jewel for Decathlon? No, I would never waste a Pixie Jewel on something so trivial. I'll show you after this fight. I got some really good fucking healing pets, dude. I worked my ass off making multiple different types of healing pets with the same exact stats but different item cards for utility. And I want to what is it? I want to say they have Spell Proof, Spell Defy, Unicorn. What else did they have? Where's my fucking rat spin, by the way? I could have just used 2 spells and been done with this. Yeah, Spell Proof, Spell Defy, May cast Unicorn, will cast Cleanse, the 8% outgoing healing stat, and then the Pixie Jewel would make it perfect, to where it gives plus 4% outgoing healing and May cast Pixie. So I would have double AoE May casts. An option for utility for cleansing at will, hence the will cast cleanse, and then yeah, it'd just be like the best. Like I'm fucking ready to drop 20-40 bucks on like two Pixie Jewels, which is sad that I'm excited about that. I was looking on a government website earlier this week for car auctions because I need a new car. And I found this one that was pretty alright. I went to go check it out. They wouldn't let me like test drive it or anything, but I went to go check it out. Looked like it would be decent. And then fucking the day before, or like today, the day that it was supposed to be, go out of auction, get sold, fucking it went from $1,500 all the way up to like $3,000. I was pretty sad about that. I was not willing to drop 3 grand on the car. I was just hoping I'd get lucky and nobody else would bid on it. It's a pretty unrealistic expectation, but whatever. Oh yeah, that's right. Let me show you my healing pets. So, not that guy, not this guy. This guy is a fail only because he got healer. Also, he only gives like 1 item card that a completely different pet gives. So, just trash. This one right here. Chompy Bronto, 2 healing buffs, a healing aura or global if I need it. Spellproof Defy, may cast Unicorn, will cast Cleanse. I can cleanse anybody at any time, at least 3 different times a fight. And then 8% outgoing plus that extra 4% from that the Pixie Jewel has, because it gives 2 different stats. It gives plus 4% and then plus, you know, may cast Pixie. So it's up there. But not only do I have that little shit, I also have the same exact stats. Maybe I don't have more on here. I thought I had more. Hold up. Let me go. Let me see. They're probably in. I've probably got like 1 or 2 in my bank. I've got an enchanted armament with those exact same stats, and a gobbler ball pet with those same exact stats. I don't have them on here. Let me jump on my balance. Actually, no, I'm not going to jump on it. Just take my word for it. I'm fucking set up for healing. Took a lot of pet snacks. Probably. The craziest thing is, I've made custom pets before, which took me like 3 to 5 months to make, just because I kept fucking failing and trying to make multiple versions of those. Whereas with these guys, it probably took me less than 2 months to make a Gobbler Ball, an Enchanted Armament, and a Chompy Bronto, all with those stats, and at least 2 of each. Like, I got super lucky on the back end with that. What does this guy got? Oh, never mind, I missed. I'm not going back to look at his stats. I don't really care that much. This guy is a level 15 dude who spent crowns on gear that just sucks ass. Alright. Is it Didi Narini's chamber? It is. But yeah, when I make pets, I go all out on pets. Like, this guy failed only because I wanted to socket a Pixie on it before learning that this pet was completely just trash. I mean, look at this guy. He has 1 item card. I think he gives like 3 of these, but he only gives the 1 item card, whereas this guy gives the same exact item card with 2 additional ones. Like, this is just a better pet overall. However, sadly, he doesn't look as cool as the fucking wolf guy. This one also failed, but because it got Green Thumb instead of Maycast Unicorn. Which, globals are not the worst thing in the world, but they're not as useful as just having a completely different slot, in my opinion, or a completely different skill and a completely, you know, in that same exact slot, if that makes sense. Why do I not have a world door in my dorm? I need to make one of those. So we gotta go Chelsea Court and then Mushu. I think it's just those 2, right? Yeah. Chelsea Court and then Mushu. But yeah, that's pretty much it. What is it? I know there are a couple of different like crowns packs and shit that at level 130 or higher give like some of the best healing stuff in the game. However, I'm waiting for the day that King Zao releases robes with shield pins. Because the moment they do that, Life will inevitably be Life is already the best healer because they have those 29% shield pins for hats and boots. But the moment you get a piece of gear with 2 shield pins, or at least 1 shield pin on your hat, robe, and boots, it'll be game over. Like, it'll just be it'll only be 29% more outgoing, but that'll be so much more outgoing. Like, Life, I think I want to say my balance at max, without any like additional selfish talent jewels that would boost my outgoing stats, my balance can only get to about like 200% outgoing, whereas life can get to like 220, 230 plus, I think. Where am I supposed to be going? I need to go to the green one. And, what is it? I want to say the only reason that mine is so low compared to a life's is just because I don't have a road that's better than what a life wizard can get. And my healing pins are fucking 23% instead of 29%. If I could change those on in a different character, then, you know, or on my balance, then, you know, it'd be game at that point. I'd have the same exact stats. But sadly, sadly for every other school who actually gets healing shield pins, life was just built different by the devs. Also, fuck myth and death wizards and ice wizards, because they also don't get shield pins at level 170 for outgoing healing. It's really sad. I was actually really excited whenever I heard that you could get shield pins for outgoing. Like, I absolutely love being support wizard if I can, and I was really sad to find out that my myth wizard will never get to have good healing stats compared to like my balance, because my myth wizard can't even get healing pins, which is really sad. Where am I supposed to be going? Ancient burial grounds. Can I just teleport to somebody? Please don't be in a fight. Let's fucking go. I need to go to the green teleporter. Is it... Up until recently, I had the best healing wand in the game on my balance. However, there's a what the hell is it called? There's a bundle that released that actually has way better... It gives the same exact healing stats. However, it gives so many more additional stats that it's just, like, better. There's no mending for death. Why? Because fuck death and myth and ice. Now, I don't know why. I just know that the devs chose those 3 specific schools not to allow them to have healing pins. But fucking Storm gets goddamn healing pins or whatever. It doesn't make any sense to me. I don't want to fight this guy, but I feel like he's going to pull me, so I'm just going to like throw 2 of those in there and hope he doesn't. Yeah, no, I have no idea why. Every school gets the same shield pins except for except for death, myth, and ice. Fire gets outgoing healing outgoing healing pins. Storm also gets that. Life gets it. Balance gets it. It's just real sad. But also, myth is just a better school for utility overall, especially with fucking the new 2-3 pip debuff cleanse card. Like, that shit is just amazing. It kind of makes my will cast cleanse pets just super redundant, considering the fact that for like 2 to 3 pips I can cast a spell and get rid of up to 3 debuffs. But, you know, in a quick pinch scenario where it's the round everybody needs to hit, and I can choose between cleansing 1 weakness or like 1 debuff and also adding a feint or something, like, it's still a more versatile strategy in that regard. Hey, you know, we got Prospector Zarek, or Zarek Pickmaster, whatever the fuck his name is. I'll collect some things. What is this for? Centaur gets an upgrade. Clear 5 trap. Oh shit. Centaur actually has a really good thing. Like, especially in higher levels, clearing that trap for a blade is pretty good. That would bring my damage down about 95. 15 to 95 damage, but I would absolutely use that utility. I'm not going to unlock it, but, you know, maybe later. I feel like that is a gambit I would want to use in like fucking Darkmoor or some shit. Whenever bosses just cheat spam traps on you like crazy. Oh, you know what? I just realized I did the labyrinth the other day, and I completely forgot to get the stone rose. Also, that guy just fled from that fight. What a fucking loser. Just kidding. I would also flee from a fight I don't want to be in. Actually, that's not true. I would log in and out of the game until it either crashes or until I can move slightly out of the way of the enemies. Because why spend 2 to 3 minutes getting back to where you need to be when you can spend 7 to 5 minutes? You know? It just works. 50% of the time, it works 100% of the time. There's no crystal in that. That's weird. I need to leave a port at this guy. Yeah, sometime in March, the thing due, the Kroger jewels will change. I think right now it's an enfeeble one or something. I don't quite remember. But I know the moment I found out about the fact that in like August or September the Pixie Jewel is available, it was like 5 days too late. I've waited like 6 months for this. Which I don't know if I'm going to put one on this guy right here. I know I want to get at least one. I'll probably put that on my balance. And then if I really wanted to spend another 20 bucks, I would probably buy one for Wolf just for shits and giggles. So we can both have those on our healers. Oh shit, that's that one boss that drops that statue. This bitch. What is it? What is her whole deal? Vika Markmaker. I don't even think she has a reason to be there. I'm pretty sure the whole side quest is go find the lost spider. I think its name is Cinder. Go find the random ass lost spider, and the spider just happens to be over by that bitch. And I don't know, maybe she enslaves spiders? I honestly can't remember. I do know that she drops a statue, though. I think she drops the worm statue? Or that's the guy from the labyrinth. One of the two. Laka Jewel Bender. Oh, is she not on this side of the grove? God damn it. I could have swore she was in that tower right there, but I guess it's like on the opposite side of the copy and pasted area. Wasted all that time. Also got some Panda Express right next to me that I want to eat. Oh wait, no, that's right. Such an idiot. She's not right here. She's like in a random part of the street, and then she's not even a ghost, is she? No, she is a ghost. She's not a knowledge crystal. She, as a ghost, is I guess, magically trapped in a crystal made of spider webs. Because, fuck you. We have to go save her ass or something. Because, you know, how else are you supposed to catch ghosts? I ain't got no power cell packs like the fucking Ghostbusters. Got magic. And little fucking evil tricksters right there whose character model I could not see. I tried really hard to look at that guy, and I know exactly what he's supposed to look like, but I just could not see it. Let's see. We got this thing's going on. I usually only do this on like 1, maybe 2 characters. The little portal barrel or whatnot. This dungeon that's currently out, I've already farmed a ton, and I'm pretty sure I've gotten every single piece of gear from it, so I don't really have any reason to do it other than extra points or extra... Oh, shit. I only have to fight 2 spiders? Huh. I'm pretty sure the quest used to be you have to fight 4 spiders, but only 3 of them show up. That's weird. Anyway, I'm going to... Oh, fuck, I'm going to have to walk all the way back, though. I'm going to meta-strat this and just fight the storm spiders, because they are easier. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you used to have to fight 4 spiders, and then it was like, haha, just kidding, you don't get to get all the spiders in this fight unless you have a 4-man team. And then I guess they changed it to 2 for some reason, although they still kept the same amount of spiders in there. Half and half rice and noodles with double teriyaki chicken from Panda Express. It's nice. Oh, I didn't kill them. Whoops. I've seen a little bit. What's up, Overlords? I've seen snippets here and there. I don't like to watch Test Realm videos because I always enjoy finding out about it once I'm actually, like, in the game. You know? But I have seen little snippets. I've seen what the update, if that's what you want to call it, is going to look like. It's not a new world. I don't know if it has anything to do with the storyline for Arc 5. But it looks neat. It do look neat. What quest are you on? What's up, Dreamus? Is that how I say that? Dreamus? Dreamius? Dremouse? Greymouse? Was it? I'm somewhere in the Crystal Grove. I've got to save that one ghost chick who got trapped by magical spider webs that were also crystals. And my dumbass just realized that my dungeon thing is not there anymore. Wait, hold up. I pronounced it like 5 times asking you how to pronounce that, so I'm gonna... If you want to phonetically spell that out for me real quick, I'd appreciate that. I'm assuming you meant yes to Dreamus. Or Dreymouse. Dreymouse sounds pretty interesting. It's a new gauntlet / spells / spell elements. Oh, so it's not like an actual world or side world. It's just a gauntlet. Like, am I understanding that right? Also, I was told the gear that they're releasing is only just copy and pasted stuff from the archive pack. Dreamius. I got you. And now I go back to the other grove. What? Fuck, do you guys remember hearing about, I think it was like sometime last year or something, there is like a college graduation or some shit where this lady she was only given phonetic spelling cards. She wasn't given like a proper list of names written out in plain English with also the phonetic spellings just in case she needed to pronounce it right. She was only given the phonetic cards, and she botched so many people's names. So many people were upset. Like, kids were just would get like so fucking annoyed, and they'd walk up and like slightly grab the mic and be like, "No, my name is pronounced this way." Funny as shit. I'm gonna, I'll check out the death spiders. The arrow is not pointing to the death spiders, which worries me. So I might have to redo this. What point of designing an entirely new gauntlet just to make copycat? What is the point? Well, I mean, to be fair, the content in and of itself looks interesting, and it probably has a decent amount of replayability from what just from what I've seen. Oh yeah, that was last year. That was kind of funny. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna lie. 2015 me, when I graduated, probably would have let that slide. 2023 me would have just fucking done the most unreasonable thing, taken the mic, said how to say my name properly, and drop it on the ground and walk away like an asshole. 2025 me, so long as there's not a vehicle involved that's causing me physical pain, I might do a very similar thing, but I'd be slightly nicer about it. Trying to think of what else to talk about. Been playing Minecraft a lot recently. I'm trying to figure out some of the newer stuff they've added, what they've added to Minecraft. Because when I played last, like when I played vanilla Minecraft last, there was like the Caves and Cliffs update. Oh, those don't count. That's such bullshit. They're fucking spiders. Unreasonable. Anyway, whenever I played like vanilla Minecraft last, like really played it, there was the Caves and Cliffs update was like a year or so old, but it was still new. They had not come out with like those little challenge dungeon things, but now they've added those trial chambers or whatever they're called. They've got the they've got those freaker things, that new biome, which is pretty neat. I haven't seen any yet. I'm just kind of figuring it out right now. Trying to get to the point where I have like diamond and netherite armor before I fuck around with that. I'm surprised. At one point I was told that Mojang was going to fuck with villager settings and make it to where only specific villagers that live in specific biomes will produce specific enchantments. So far, they haven't messed with that, so I don't know if there was, like, major backlash from the community or something. I hadn't heard anything about it, so no idea what was going on there. Maybe it was just floating that, they just floated that around and people said, no, don't do that. Which, is it, I don't remember which villager was supposed to give mending. Why did that? Oh, yeah, that's right. I only fought 2 spiders. Jesus Christ, it's been 29 minutes. I've done like 4 fights and just a lot of walking around. I feel like I've accomplished nothing. I don't know. For this one, I'd like to at least finish the Crystal Grove. So I might stream for longer than an hour or so. I guess I just pass. I'm collecting the crystals and I've been dreading it. Which crystals? Is it the one I was just on, or... I don't know. Dude, knowledge crystals are super weird. And they're really cool. King's Isle, honestly, Catacombs, one of the best side worlds ever. Because it talks about Dragonspire stuff. It adds to the pre-existing Dragonspire lore. And also Ravenwood and Treeminder lore. But also, it adds more stuff to like knowledge crystals and shit like that. Did you know Dragonspire created a super weapon that was essentially a nuke? Maybe not a nuke, but it was, what did they call it? It was a dragon's breath something or other, which was just a bomb that was designed to fucking obliterate everything in its path with Dragonfire. That was in the original Arc 1 vanilla side quest. We do a side quest where we have to like get that thing back from somebody for some reason. I think just a random fucking mob has it. We have to go fight him and then put it in a lockbox. And then put that lockbox in oh, that's a cool pet. We have to put that Dragon's Fire Breath Bomb inside of a lockbox, inside of a vault in the Grand Chasm, so that nobody can use it. And the only reason I brought that up is because they circle back to it in the Catacombs. One of the fucking Dragonspire guard minion guys is like, hey, fuck, what did he start off with? He was like, hey, I need to prepare this bomb or something. Maybe. I'm paraphrasing, and also I'm going off of memory, so I could be completely wrong. He was like, hey, we need to defeat the Treeminders. I need to use this bomb to destroy them all. And he's like, it's a Dragon's Fire Breath Bomb or some shit. And so we go and we figure out his whole story. And apparently he had attempted to use it in the past, but then he died trying. And then at the end, he was like, oh man, I'm really glad that my actual self failed at this, because that would have sucked. The Dean was the one who summoned the Dragon Titan before Dragonspire class, right? You know what? That is a good question, because it's never... I don't know why King's Isle has to make this story so fucking confusing. The Dean was one of the wizards. He was a member of the Dragon Cult, and the Dragon Cult was responsible for summoning the Dragon Titan. The Dean was involved in the process of summoning the Dragon Titan, but it's never stated that he specifically was the one. It's also never stated why the Dean chose to summon the Dragon Titan to begin with. He just does. Now, there's a lot of backstory between the mages of Dragonspire and warriors and shit like that. However, there is not in the entire Arc 1 storyline, in the entire game in general, there is not one specific line of dialogue that specifically states the Dragon Cult summoned the Dragon Titan for this specific reason. It's just, hey, at some point, a bunch of assholes in the Dragon Cult summoned the Dragon Titan for some reason, and now Dragonspire is destroyed. I looked into that whenever I was making my Dragonspire lore video, or Dragonspire World lore video. The Dean never owns up to it. He's like, yeah, I helped summon the Dragon Titan, but he never says why, and it pisses me off. But yes, technically he helped summon the Dragon Titan. It sounds like it was a multi-mage summoning spell. Also, I don't know how they summon. I don't know how the Dragon Titan even was even awake to destroy Dragonspire, considering the fact that he was put to sleep by Grandfather Spider and Grandmother Raven when they sang the Titans. When Bartleby sang the Song of Creation and sang the Titans asleep or whatever. which inevitably got retconned to Grandmother Raven and Bartleby saying the Song of Creation and wove the spiral together, and also fucking put the Titans to sleep. Maybe somebody took the Dean sandwich from the refrigerator and decided to do an epic prank by causing mass devastation. Dude, if you wanted, that particular theory is no more invalid or valid than anything else you could come up with. The devs have not specifically stated why the Dragon Titan was summoned, so it's fair game. It can be whatever. But I think the point that they were trying to get at is the Wizards and Warriors of Dragonspire had power struggles throughout the years, and then the mages, particularly the Dragon Cult, probably an extreme sect of mages, decided to just fuck shit up. Or they thought they could get the Dragon Titan to help serve them, and then it just didn't work out. I think he just wanted to get rid of rival schools so he could win the Spiral Cup. Exactly. I think that's exactly also what happened. Probably, maybe. You know, there's no in-game lore thing to debunk that theory. For all we know, the Dean could have just been really into dragons. You know, he could swing that kind of way in multiple different conflicting ways. We don't know. Oh, this guy drops the headmaster statue, by the way. I think. Isn't that what Cronius is? Wizard101 Cronius. I'm pretty sure he drops the headmaster statue. That looks like Merle Ambrose. Or the no, it has been retconned to be the statue of Aurelius Ambrosis. Yep, he drops the headmaster statue. The leader of the Tree Minders who met with fucking first King of Dragonspire, King Kilgore, and fucking tried to make peace by giving Dragonspire saplings that they could plant, which would allow them to grow spell trees. That is a legitimate fact of the game. And I don't like those pigs with people. Dragon Titan burn his house down. Exactly. You know, the Dean saw a spider, you know, in the at 3 a.m. in the morning, and you know, he did the most appropriate thing anybody else would do. Summon the Dragon Cult to summon the Dragon Titan and just fucking burn it down. Why do you think there's so many spiders in Dragonspire? Actually, there's a reason spiders are in Dragonspire. There is a reason spiders infest Dragonspire. During the catacombs, it is revealed that one of the Dragonspire soldiers, at some point during a random campaign in a random unnamed world, decided that he was going to have a pet that he called Webby, because it was a spider webs. Webby, it sounds somewhat cute. He found a spider hatchling thing, hatched it, decided to keep it as a pet, and then brought it to Dragonspire, where it presumably fucking laid eggs, and then after everybody got killed from the Dragon Titan, the spiders just fucking ran amok in the Crystal Grove. That's a legitimate thing that they wrote into the lore of this game. Fucking years after the initial Arc 1 release, where there were just spiders here because fuck it, why not? Well, you know what? I'm gonna Luminous Weaver into a blade so I can have that extra 20%. Good evening, everyone. Hey, what's up, Marcus? How you doing? It's been a while. Hope you guys are having a good month so far. What's the goal tonight? The goal tonight is to hopefully beat this area, Crystal Grove. Possibly start, if not beat, the second part of the Drake Hatchery, so that way next time I stream I can just go straight into the forum, get that done, and then finish Dragonspire. That is what I would like to accomplish tonight. We're also talking about well, I am going off on random tangents about Dragonspire lore because we were talking about the Dragon Titan and then there was a spider at some point. I also have Panda Express, which is just dope. I think I can kill this guy. I actually think that including the Dragon Titan was a more clever idea for the spiders than the original because I think it's better motivation. Yeah. Yeah, no, after everybody died, there was nobody to get rid of the spiders, so they just started fucking shit up. Like there's even in Arc 1, the Arc 1 quest lines, there's a quest to exterminate spiders because they're just overrunning the Crystal Grove. And then there's also that one chick, that one side boss on that same quest called Yiva Spider Keeper. Well, I'm pretty sure was a very heavy inspiration for Morgana. I did not do as much damage as I thought I was going to. I'm just not pulling anything good. I'm gonna heal while I try and pull more blades. Also, if our wizard was just a tad more of an asshole and a little bit more assertive, we could have just never done Mushu and just taken their fucking Dragonspire spiral key and just left. The reason was actually because I thought that after the dragons did their little dance, that would be the best motivation for the spiders to finish the jobs. It'd be to... Huh? No, I'm pretty sure they just became an invasive pest that could no longer be dealt with. For all we know, the Dragon Titan may have already been heading to Dragonspire, and the summoning happened coincided with it. That's you know what? I mean, that's interesting thought, but what I want to know is how the fuck do you manage to wake up a Titan that was put to sleep by a primordial being? By two primordial beings. Like, that shouldn't be possible. And it's not like they did a ritual to wake up the Dragon Titan. They just summoned his ass, and he was just fucking ready for it. He summoned his armies. Like, Dragonspire got fucked up very fast, and there was, like, no time for anybody to escape. Everybody in Dragonspire died because of their defense system, by the way. What is it? I think his name is Auric Blazeburner, was the guy who created the Portal Stone system, which was designed to keep enemies out of Dragonspire by having a multi-ring layered system that would keep enemies, or it would keep enemies from entering different parts of the city, essentially. But then it also meant that once the Dragon Titan, you know, they didn't really think about the fact that somebody was going to summon a fucking Titan inside the middle of town square, and the armies had nowhere to go other than just kill everybody. Well, even if they were more assertive, I disagree. Maybe they do it out of... Nah, fuck that. We never should have helped those stupid cows in Mushu. That was first. What did Malistaire do to the Emperor? He fucking... I think he, like, struck the Emperor down, but then also an Oni demon possessed the Emperor while he was, like, down and out and made him sick. Like, I don't think it's ever specifically stated that Malistaire controlled the Jade Oni at any point, so I don't know if they were working together or Jade Oni just, like, caught a lucky break until we showed up. Like, it's just, I think it's just stated that Malistaire, like, said, fuck your shit, slapped the Emperor, and then, you know, took the key. Actually, I don't even know why Malistaire did that to begin with. I'm pretty sure Malistaire was offered the spiral key, like, for no reason, wasn't he? Unless the trial to wake it up was written down because being glad to mortal. Well, I mean, one way to learn how to undo or reattempt primordial magic is just to raise ancient undead fucking dinosaurs who just happened to be in the right place at the right time, who just watched the primordial beings do whatever they wanted to begin with. That's the entire story of Aztec in a nutshell. They also mentioned how the Dragon Titan had an army of Draconians. Where did the That's what I'm saying! Those motherfuckers had to be ready for it. This was a coordinated effort, and I don't know where I'm going with this thought. It was an inside job. Why are you... Oh, I guess they added a little thing there to talk to her for some reason. Do I have... Still in the Crystal Grove. Dragonspire built a wall, and he didn't keep the illegal immigrants out of it. Mainly because they summoned those illegal immigrants in, but we're not going to talk about them. Were the portal stones to the precursor to those blue portals on the ground that take us hard to reach places where we couldn't walk to? What are you talking about? What teleporters are you talking about? Are you talking about these things, or are you talking about those blue fucking swirly teleporters? A portal stone... How do I explain this? A portal stone is like a magic key. It's not a teleportation device. You attune it to the main teleporter stone in Dragonspire, right? And that allows you to travel between the different rings. It doesn't teleport you, it just opens up the fucking doors. Or are you talking about these things? Because I guess technically the portal stones allow you to utilize these teleporters as well, but I don't think people who lived in the city of Dragonspire were coming out here just to get to the next ring. This is just like, I'm pretty sure this is just from an aesthetic gameplay design choice, and also gives Cyrus a reason to like fuck off and not do anything. You think Malistaire would already have the key to Dragonspire? That's what I'm saying. I brought that up in my video. I think I was like, why did a Dragonspirian not have a spiral key? You could argue, somebody at some point made the argument to me that it could have not been readily accessible to the general public, because like spiral keys, I guess, are supposed to be scarce in nature. Like, creating one is a whole big fucking deal, apparently. So it could have just been the fact that only like high-ranking people have those, and whenever they left Dragonspire, they were not given access to immediately come back. So that it's a point that's never really brought up. But also, fuck that, it's Malistaire Drake. Like, he should have had a key. No, I mean the swirly kinds. No, those are like teleporters. The portal stones are just like a little fucking crystal that allows you to utilize a specific teleporter or open a door. It's like a key, essentially. Maybe they didn't want Malistaire to raise the dinosaurs because he just wanted to learn how to destroy like that. Well, Malistaire didn't have a reason personally. Actually, now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure the Song of Creation can just do fucking whatever, so I don't know why he didn't start with that. But I'm pretty sure maybe they didn't think about that also. That's kind of a plot point. Kind of a tedious plot point. I'm pretty sure Malistaire didn't really have a need for the Song of Creation, so he didn't really need to go to Azteca. And that's why Morganth brought his ass back to life, because he's top #1 necromancer of all time, and she fucking flunked all her classes and sucked and got kicked out, which is why she couldn't summon the dinosaurs herself or something. I don't actually know why Morganth specifically was not able to necromanticize the dinosaurs. I mean, the portals in, like, Krakatopia that allow you to go to... Yeah, those are just teleporters. Those aren't... Again, a portal stone is just like a little fucking crystal that you hold in your hand that lets you utilize this teleporter arch or open the door to the next ring of the Dragonspire City. Like, it's not a teleportation crystal. It's like a key that unlocks a teleporter or unlocks a door. If that makes sense. At least that's what I understand it from it. Alright, we got fucking Casimir Silverdrake over here. This guy's in my way. What a prick. What is it? So now I have to go talk to some people and figure out how to hatch a dragon. And maybe Malistaire was trying to harness such power just enough to fulfill his goals, maybe. I'm pretty sure the only reason they did not have him bother dealing with the Song of Creation, which absolutely should be capable of dealing with somebody's fucking soul. I mean, it's the Song of literal creation, so, it should be possible. They probably just didn't really think that should do that, but also, like, that was Morganth's whole thing, was she was going to learn the Song of Creation. Like, that was Arc 2 stuff that they probably thought about and was like, nah, we'll have Malistaire summon the fucking Dragon Titan or whatever. What do you think rent prices would be like in Dragonspire before Dragon... I don't actually know. Dragonspire... Oh, what the fuck? Why does it look like that spider is a upgraded Spellement path? What the fuck? That's not what a regular lava spider is supposed to look like. That's weird. Yeah, no, Dragonspire was very much a warmongering society. So, like, there's a very good chance that prices for goods were probably pretty low, considering the fact that they would just, I don't know, fucking declare war on people and steal their shit, like the Romans. What do you think? Yeah, oh, that's the same thing I just responded to. Yeah, I know, I have no idea what the rent prices would be like. I know the houses are overpriced for what you get in the game. And they're really small, too. Spider on spider violence. What are your thoughts? Second best evil villain in the game, Grandfather Spider. Technically, he wasn't even evil. He was just naturally chaotic. To be honest, the teleporter technology from world to world is top-notch. It gives each world a bit more immersion. Yeah. Yeah. What is it? I'm pretty sure in the Crown Shop, if you like, they had a teleport. They had a teleporter sale going on where you could buy different things, which is pretty interesting because if you think about it, that's just a visual representation thing, or a visual that the devs made, that when you hit X on it, teleports you from point A to point B, or when you walk through it, moves you from point A to point B. Which I'm really surprised they didn't have stuff like that in the base game. Like, for the longest time, the only teleporters we had were anything that comes up with, in the world in a bundle house or those random ones that you get from different what is it, the 5 boxes events, or the ones that you can craft in Celestia. Dragon Spire is supposed to be modeled after feudal Japan or imperial China. That's a good question. I'm pretty sure Dragon Spire has a mix of different cultures. Most prevalent, I would say, would be the obvious Roman-esque type warring civilization that just fucking conquers everyone, mixed with the, you know, Roman and Greek aesthetics. That would be my initial guess. I don't think feudal is the best way to describe Dragonspire, but I could be wrong. I could just not know what that. The real villain of Arc 3 was Grandmother Raven all along. Absolutely. Absolutely. If Grandfather Spider is the second best, it takes Malistaire. I take it, yeah, Malistaire is the best simply because he's so relatable. If my wife died, I would absolutely take the world down with me trying to bring, you know what? If you're not willing to do that, you're just not a good husband. I remember you saying it was earlier. Yeah, no, Malistaire, just for nostalgic purposes and the fact that he's really, you know, just so relatable, he will probably always be the best main villain. In Arc 3, Morganth was alright, but I feel like she got really shit on with the end of her. Sorry, that was Arc 2. Morganth in Arc 2 really got shit on with her ending. If there had been a way, just a better ending, I feel like her character overall just would have been slightly better. Technically, Spider is the best, but no one knew about him other than Raven and Bartleby. Dude, Raven flipped her shit whenever her kids decided to fuck up the world, and she blamed it on her husband. Terrible wife. No, I'm just kidding. Are they married? I guess it's implied. I don't know if it's specifically stated that they were married or that they need to be married. But yeah, Spider, definitely not the hero or a good person in any means. Top tier father, though. You know? Your kids are acting up and about to destroy the world, just let them be. They can deal with the aftermath themselves. And then your wife and her brother, who is also your brother, in a weird family spiral, just comes and beats you up and locks you up. Technically, yeah, I read that. Also because Malistaire has peak voice acting, has the most developed and easiest. Exactly. What did Raven do? So basically, we gotta go all the way back. So during the time of the First World, there was Spider, Raven, and Bartleby, who all like dicked around in the primordial forest, right? Spider and Raven eventually had children. However, in the original base game, Bartleby like sang the Titans into creation. However, it got retconned that Raven and Spider had the Titans, but then also Bartleby still sang them into creation, so I guess Bartleby was like the fucking surrogate father. Grandmother Raven also gave Bartleby his Eye of History. And so Grandmother Raven and Spider had the Titans. The Titans just fought amongst themselves. They were never good guys at all. And essentially what happened is they broke the world. Just completely fucked it up, destroyed it. And that's why the spiral exists, because Grandmother Raven, in her grief, decided to, with the help of Bartleby, rip out Spider's heart and use it as a catalyst in order so that they could sing the Song of Creation and bind the world fragments together so that nothing would just be completely fucked. Yeah, also at some point, they just fucking decided that a random green crystal called the Aurora Borealis or something like that, the giant fucking crystal in Polaris, was also supposed to tether the land to the sky or something, and that was just like a minor part. of that whole thing. Which I feel like they kind of just used the same exact formula for Spider's Heart, and it was just genuinely better. Like, it kind of makes the entire point of the whole entire world of Polaris pointless. Or vice versa, it makes the rest of Arc 3 redundant if you could just destroy the... No, it's the Majoris Borealis, because of the... Yeah, the Majoris Borealis. Borealis Gemstone. I could have swore I thought I was going to kill that guy, but I guess not. So yeah, Grandmother Raven, after seeing her children... The whole thing that upset Grandmother Raven is the fact that she is the primordial being of, like... what's the word? It's on the tip of my tongue. I'm drawing a blank right now. She is the primordial being of, like, justice and order and shit like that. Whereas Spider is the complete opposite. He's the primordial being of just pure fucking chaos. So whenever she caught him being, like, not... When she caught him allowing her children to, like, fuck shit up, she took it out on him, is essentially what happened. And then she ripped his heart out, imprisoned him in the black hole in Chrysalis for fucking eons, and then, what is it? And then used his heart to, and with the help of Bartleby, sang the Song of Creation, used his heart as a catalyst for that spell to bind the world fragments together, which is why we have the spiral. By the way, hello to everyone on Twitch. Hope you guys are having a good month so far too. I wish I'd see both chats to interact more. I thought about putting both the chats up in, like, the left side, but I don't think I ever figured out how to get, like, a nicer looking version of, like, YouTube and Twitch chat going up. And then I just decided I didn't want to deal with that. I can absolutely figure it out, but I just don't want to. Also, the old one is kind of a weird guy. Just random tangent there. It's actually really fucked up thinking about it. If Spider is chaos and Raven is order, does that... Yeah, Bartleby is like the harmonizing... That's literally what happens on the last quest of Imperia. Whenever we fight the fucking Storm Titan. He's like, with Raven's luminiferous essence and Spider's, shadowy chaos essence, Bartleby bequeathed onto us our Scion powers to be the harmonizing force in order to create the Paradox essence to fuck up a buffed up Storm Titan. I remember that because I was just relatively recently did the Bat video. Here's an idea. You can have chat modeled after Wizard101 chat. Maybe that would be copyrighted. It would probably be copyrighted, but also I think I could, if I really wanted to, if I could even figure out how to do that, I'm pretty sure I could get away with it. Maybe. And just say it's part of the Wiz game. This is 14 different people private messaging me on my left side of my screen. I had that setting. Ratbeard gave me that setting, 100%. I could. But honestly, I like my stream to look simple. I'm simple Rick. I like... Oh wow, that just broke. I like to just have the game going. I don't do face cam because I just don't care for it, and I just do whatever. I also don't... I'm personally not a fan of, like, reading chat messages in the middle of stuff. Like, I like to have it off to the side whenever, like, oh, I'm done with the dungeon. I was about to go one floor deeper. You can always ask. Yeah. Let's see. Dude, fuck these Gallium Paladin, or Gallium Juggernauts. Gallium Paladin was the ice boss from the Labyrinth. Go to Dragon's Mouth Cave and Golem Court. Oh yeah, that's right. Another thing that doesn't make any fucking sense, because there's literally one line of dialogue and no additional context to it, is the fact that the only pure fire left in the spiral is found in a random ass cave in Wizard City, in a dragon obelisk, which admittedly could have been built by the fucking could have been built by the Dragon Spirians whenever they invaded the Ravenwoods. But what I don't understand is, how is there no more pure fire in Dragonspire? Speaking of the Titans, how do we combine each of the things that Ravenwood schools teach about each Titan to paint the most? What does that mean? Like, the Storm Titan is a fucking ugly-ass mermaid Triton dude who, you know, embodies storm magic. Was it the Fire Titan is a dragon who embodies fire magic. The Ice Titan embodies ice magic. He's a fucking Santa Claus for some reason. A spider and a bird gave birth to a dragon, fucked up mermaid, and fucking Santa Claus. With the help of a surrogate tree. Just let that sink in. Let that sink in. That sink right there on the outside of your house. Let that sink in. You've reached the cervix. You can't go deeper. Dude, I was in the middle of talking about who knows what the fuck and just was not paying attention. I forgot I was even in a boss fight. It's great. I swear 5 minutes ago I was at 29 minutes in the Crystal Grove talking about something stupid. Time's flying right now. Hold on. How do I read it? Speaking of the Titans, how do we combine each of the things that Ravenwood School teach? Well, I mean, there's some aspects of what Ravenwood teaches that just genuinely don't apply to the Titans. Like life magic. Like, the only correlation between the Titans and life magic is the fact that their fucking mother, Grandmother Raven, who probably specializes in life magic, but it's never specifically confirmed, sang the Song of Creation, which is the ultimate life magic, and put their asses to sleep. What do you think? Do you think myth, life and death, Titans in the... No. Not unless King's Isle retconned the story. Because the Titans embody the elements, whereas, like, the spirit stuff, I feel like it's too far gone. We can't go back to change that, and I don't think they ever will. Which one do you... Oh, fuck off. Windows Defender Summary, Virus and Threat Protection. Which one do you guys think is going to put up a death shield? We've got 19 seconds. Throw it up in the chat. I'm thinking guy number 2, but... You know, if somebody tells me to Life Prism guy number 1, I'll do it. Yeah, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going with the second guy. Maybe after the Titans raised its desolation, I thought this was already a hellscape. Surely these monkeys won't have as much need for the fire that my children... Damn. Dude, I fucking knew it. The second one shielded my ass. Dude, that was great. And by children, I mean the dragon. That last thing I said. Hold up. I have to go back. You ever wonder why the Frost Giant doesn't have legs? It's because he wears a leotard in King's Isle. Or, yeah, he wears, like, leotard panties or whatnot, and King's Isle just didn't want to draw his masculine legs and his masculine girth down there, you know? This is a PG game. You know, and they can't be putting stuff like that. That's what fucking random Google images or like Rule 34 Wizard 101 is supposed to be about. I hope there's not much of that. Right, hold up, I have to go back because like 4 or 5 people said this stuff at the same time. Oh yeah, I understood the reference, what you were saying about the Dragon Titans children. Also, just so you know, drakes are not descendants of the Dragon Titans. It's only the dragon kind that are descendants of the Dragon Titans. I just thought just had a thought. Maybe Raven and Bartleby represented the spirit. Well, yeah. Raven through Mallory. So, Raven ripped out her heart, and that turned into Mallory, who is a being with her own agency, whilst also being the literal embodiment of the love Raven had for Spider. Mallory is a life wizard, I think. You know, she wears green. It's basically confirmed. Bartleby is probably balance, if anything. Maybe life and balance. Raven would probably be like myth and life. Spider is Storm and Shadow because fuck you. Also, no, Grandmother Raven is light magic, if that even exists. Probably. If you drew everything about the Titans, you would probably be disregarding the age range of your primary intent. You drew everything. Dude, I'm waiting for the day that KingsIsle releases Wizard102, and it's just a grown, like an adult version with more, not necessarily like porn themes, but like more adult themes and content based around Wizard101. I think that would be a hit. Isn't Balance canonically a newer school? Yes and no-ish. Like, it's always existed, it just had never been utilized up until a certain point, I think. And it is essentially a school that utilizes, or like, combines the utilization and brings harmony to, it's the Avatar. I'm not, nah, fuck this guy. I'll go fight my own fight. Raven could be Myth, Spider. Raven could be Myth, Spider, Death, and Bartleby Life. Possibly, we don't know. I'm pretty sure Bartleby is just like fucking universal school. Just like Merle Ambrose. Gained a life tip, let's go. Sadly, did not pull one of the like 7 or 8 fucking prisms that I had stuffed in my deck. And now he's going to Death Shield the boss. Never mind, he Death Shielded himself. What a cunt. But yeah, Balance is like canonically a newer school. So, you know, it's probably one of those schools that it was there, people just didn't know how to utilize it. Like Myth, honestly, I'm pretty sure up until Balance, Myth was a newer school, because Myth, the whole thing around Myth magic is that it was discovered after a bard sang the most realistic song of a troll anybody had ever heard sung, and that summoned a fucking troll, like a literal troll, and that's how Myth magic began. That's genuinely what's in the game too. Like, that's 100% accurate. Raven. Oh, I already read that. What is it? The Astral schools are kind of one of those schools where it's like we don't know specifically when it's used, when it was used, because it was used by specific people who just like did not interact with the spiral at all. Oh, perfect. One thing I think KingsIsle missed out on is explaining how Pigswick used the Titans as related to their own elements. That's a good question. They probably didn't put that in there because Pigswick Academy is a bunch of fucking losers and would not be able to tell you how that incorporates at all. I love the fact that the whole story behind Pigswick Academy is this one random dude who flunked out of Ravenwood Academy wanted to be the best wizard, the He wanted to be the best like nobody ever was. So he founded a school in pure spite of being kicked out of Ravenwood, and then grew it to a point where he could, on a genuine level, challenge them as a school with relatively equal standing to a fucking what is it, anime school arc thing. What are those called? Like, I forget. But yeah, that happened. That's part of the game. And all of their knowledge around magic is just wrong. Genuinely wrong. I'll just pass. I need my spirit blades. However, I would have absolutely loved to see some Pigswick spells. I know we got a few with the addition of like packs and bundles and shit like that, but like having a couple more spells at Pigswick Academy specific to that world would have been dope. Oh, god damn it, he put another one on me. Well, also, Tower of the Elephant was just a really weird dungeon. I'm just gonna get rid of that and throw that on. I wouldn't say Pickwick is totally wrong. No, they are. They're canonically wrong. Wasn't founded with honest or even good intentions, but Astral Gardens video. No, they don't. I don't know that I've seen that specific video, but I'm pretty sure that's wrong. Whatever he's talking about. No, their whole thing is that they're supposed to be a joke of a school. And canonically speaking, what we know about magic, which comes specifically from the base game, whatever came before that in the base game has tenure. So until the devs specifically decide to say that Pigswick Academy has a point, I don't really think that they get to be any bit correct. Like, they're trying, like, one of the things they say in the Pigswick storyline is that what is it, their magical foundation is based off of a fucking fountain, and they mock us for believing in the spiral, which the spiral is a legitimate thing because it makes up the entire universe that we're in the game. Like, that alone should tell you how wrong they are. Now, if they had spells which utilized the concepts of magic that they talk about, that would be a completely different conversation, because then there would be actual proof that what they're saying is not inherently wrong, but they don't. Like, what is it? Their myth school is called like the Chaos School, which again is a thing in Wizard101, but it's like the element of chaos. If magic was real, what type of magic would you major in? A good question. What specifically counts as magic? Would like telekinesis be magic, or is that more of a superpower? Also, fuck that gallium juggernaut. It's like, would flying be considered magic? And if so, what magic specifically would that be? Also, oh, now I'm just thinking about fucking superpowers. Like, are we talking strictly elemental powers, or are we dipping into like Wizard101 lore powers? What are my parameters here? I mean, obviously, Death Wizard, because, haha, funny, edgy shit, summon the dead, emo, Linkin Park song, you know? I don't know, it would depend on a lot of factors. Let's just say you have the original 7 schools for you to major in. Well, death was my initial first choice when playing the game, but also, if we're talking, do we live in like modern day, or are we just thrust into this universe? Because that's going to determine which magic I use. Because if I just get to choose whatever fucking school of magic I want, I don't really see necromancy helping me that much in my current 9-to-5 job, you know? I don't see that being socially acceptable to the point where it would be useful. I'd have to fucking leave the country and go to like South America to make use of my undead slave art, you know? I also don't see how using storm magic would particularly benefit me in a modern society. Myth magic maybe, because the enslavement or the utilization of magic creatures is technically consensual. Life magic, I could be a doctor. I'm Asian, I could be doctor. Ice magic, refrigeration. Fire. I feel like if you use storm or fire, you would essentially be relegated. It would be like that scene in Avatar: The Last Air, or Avatar: Legend of Korra, where the fucking fire dude who figured out how to use electricity just works a shitty 12-hour job and utilizes lightning to power the town. Like, that's about as good as you would get. Maybe you could say that you also get to learn how you could maybe utilize that magic to fucking make nuclear fusion or something, but that's a bit of a stretch. Let's see, I think pyromancy and storm magic would have a lot of applications for exactly. That is a more succinct way of putting it than what I had come up with. I would choose fire because I hate cold water, and I'd be able to summon a fire to stay warm. You just wanna live out your fantasies of fucking doing flame alchemy like Roy Mustang from Full Metal Alchemist. What's up, Jack Flamekeeper? How you doing? Oh, I went the wrong way. If we're talking about all the schools in Wizard 101, I don't know how you would realistically utilize shadow magic without just being evil. Light magic, we never really get to see any showings for, other than it just exists, take our word for it. It's the opposite of shadow, suck my dick. That was quite delayed. Yeah, I've got a bit of a delay. Astral magics, don't know what the application would be there, because all they do is enhance spells, give you auras, or change the property of you or spells, depending on what... Well, moon magic actually could be interesting, because you could just fucking shapeshift into random shit. Don't know what you'd use that for other than crime, but it exists. Probably go with life, the doctor, and then... Yeah, exactly, life. If you choose life, you just become doctor. This debate made me curious. What school of magic would be best if you wanted to heal people? Is that a joke? That's just life magic at that point. Let's see. Yeah, I've covered storm, fire, and ice. Would just be refrigerating stuff, creating electricity, or creating fire, or I don't know, garbage disposal or something. You could maybe say that you can control the fires well enough to become a firefighter, and that, you know, maybe that exists. Dr. Gardner, exactly. Fucking Dr. Barber from Flapjack. Yeah, life becomes doctor, myth becomes consensual manual labor with minions. Death just means you're immediately an outlaw, because killing people is illegal, but it would probably be illegal to use necromancy in most parts of the world anyway, so, you know, you're just not making it in life. Shadow magic, instant villain. It doesn't matter how you utilize it, instant villain. Light magic, again, it has no showings in Wizard 101, so like we don't know what light magic could do. And light magic, it's not the same as astral magic. Astral magic, you could use shape-shifting with moon magic, but I don't know what you would use sun magic or star magic for, because again, those just enhance blades or spells specifically. They never really get a particular showing other than that. Would ice magic also have water elements? No, water elements would be storm, because tempest, I guess. I have no idea. It depends on how lenient you'd want to be with the parameters of that. Yeah, I think that's all 7 schools plus the other ones. Oh, you know what? I didn't even cover balance I didn't even cover balance magic. What the fuck would balance magic do? Balance magic, you become an archaeologist, maybe? I don't know. Fucking Egypt, pyramids, scarabs and shit. I actually do not know. You become a sandbender at that point, probably. What about weaving? Yeah, okay, see now we're getting into some interesting stuff, because if you start weaving schools, well, then you could potentially make hybrid schools, is essentially what magic weaving would lead you to. I think majoring in sun magic would be like majoring in math, because it's a what? Name one thing the sun can do that hasn't already been covered by fire magic. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, you could go with the standard medieval RPG aspect of sun damage being super effective against fucking undead. This whole talk would legitimately be a good video in of itself. Maybe I'll have to get like me, Wolf, Overlords, and a couple, maybe like just us 3, maybe Mikey in here too, just talking about what schools. That would be a pretty good one. Be a pretty good video. I mean, do it like a whole debate thing where we talk about fucking Sunny D and the power of the sun. That's what it does. Sun magic allows you to sell Sunny D at 300% more efficiency and price-wise. Is Shadow and Death? Is there a Shadow and Death enemy in this game? Yeah, no, I can't think of a single one. No, you become Malistaire the Undying at that point. Yeah, no. Shadow and Death magic, just instant villain. Okay, I heard my name. That's right, you, me, Wolf, possibly Mikey, and anybody else who has played this game before. We're gonna, at some point, do a video where we decide, we choose a school that we would choose to, like, major in or learn in modern day life. And then we essentially present an argument as to why it would be the best or whatever. Or how we would utilize that without immediately getting convicted as a felon. For murdering people, and then, well, alright, so with death magic, you reanimate their soul. There would have to be a law around, there would have to be a ruling around whether or not it's illegal to trap somebody's soul in order to determine whether or not it's legal to use necromancy. What even is Sunny D supposed to be? It's supposed to be like a less healthier version of orange juice, essentially. You know, it's just a fruit juice that just happens to be orange based, which is not legally called orange juice. I have no idea. So we're doing a Wizard101 podcast. Sure, why not? Yeah, we have seen light magic once. When did we see light magic? Like, the only thing that I can think of that light magic did was maybe create the paradox chains, because those were in the temple. One of those was in the light temples in Imperia, but, like, aside from making fucking flashing lights, I don't know what light magic would do. Like, it's assumed to be a primordial force rather than a fucking school of magic. Combination of it with Shadow. Mallory used life magic. She used life magic specifically, I think. What would be the law around using myth magic? If it's... I'm pretty sure every single myth spell is canonically consensual. So if you manage that, you know, that's on you. That's on you. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, no, towards the end of Imperial, whenever we utilize the Bat and Mallory, Luminiferous Essence, and Shadow Magic. Actually, that's a good point. Did she use life magic? I'm pretty sure she specifically used her Luminiferous Essence to utilize life magic to grow a forest. Like, I don't think she specifically used light magic. Which, again, I don't even believe that that is a legitimate school. That's just a moral stance in Wizard 101. Her Luminiferous Essence was just her life essence. The essence of Grandmother Raven. At least that's as far as I've been able to understand it. Cannot use this again, so throw that on there. I can literally see every death in Shadow Wizard being arrested. Yeah, you choose death magic and you do your first conjuration. Immediately you are convicted as a felon. You have committed some sort of war crime, possibly. Like, there's just no way out of it. You would have to become Hitler in order to make that work. You would have to be a villain equal to what Hitler and Stalin had become in order to utilize undead effectively enough to do anything with it. To escape any sort of moral or legal repercussions. Here's another good use of ice magic. You want to make an arrest, but the person you're trying to is captured? Fucking summon Santa Claus to bash him in the back of the skull. Just use ice to prep. Just ice the perp as long as needed. I don't think you understand how ice works. Ice is cold, can cause frostbite, and can kill people. That would be fatal, and that would be considered an abuse of power. You know what? You've given me the perfect thing to use ice for. Fucking, as an ice wizard, you are now the police. You are now the police who get to choose how they use deadly force in the name of the law. Ooh, that's a good one, Overlords. Death wizards could be homicide detectives. Yeah, you summon the person who is murdered just so that they can testify who murdered them. Fuck. That's actually not bad. But it would have to be so tightly regulated to keep people from becoming magic warlords or whatnot. I was wondering, but also I thought maybe the ice in this case just is... Well, at that point you'd be using fucking spatial magic to just keep somebody in a specific place. You'd be manipulating space-time or something. I don't know. Uses ice magic to cause the ice age. Yeah, that's also another thing, is like depending on how fucked up you are, you just become an evil villain. Like there'd be a near 100% accuracy conviction rate. There'd be a 0% conviction rate because all of the convicts would die before trial, before they were even booked. It would be too much of an issue. And never mind, I take back what I said. I thought one could simply find a way to use ice. I mean, maybe you could summon like a wall of ice that surrounds them and put a fucking lid on it. But I mean, if you're putting somebody in a block of ice like the goddamn Scooby-Doo caveman, that motherfucker's dying. You would have to have a genuine extreme mastery of, and you know, a genuine amount of precision for any sort of containment there. But also, you could sell ice in the desert for dollars on the penny. Cryo sleep? Maybe. I feel like you would have to weave into life for that one, but yeah, that could work. Off topic, do you think cryogenics would actually be a thing in the future? It depends, because cryogenics is a legitimate thing for certain animals. There are worms that were around during the last ice age that got fucking frozen in the... What the fuck was that? This is bullshit. Anyway, there are worms said to be like 30,000 years old or something, or 3,000 years old, from the last ice age that just happened to get frozen, and then they got brought back to life because their biology allows them to fucking freeze without dying. Also, certain fish do this. You can freeze certain types of fish and they will just come back to life. Like, it really depends on, like, how your body structure deals with that. Like, maybe if... I don't even know how you'd begin to deal with that. I was thinking it'd be used to find the missing link from Monsters vs. Aliens, since he was frozen too. Yeah, I'd say at that point, if you manage to survive being frozen in ice, you've probably got some fucking healing factor that allows you to just do that. If I was an Ice Wiz IRL, I'd be making bank selling ice for dirt cheap in the desert. Yeah, you and everybody else, pal. Everybody would have that idea, and ice would essentially... The price of ice would just go down. But I can see that being a legit thing, too. But yeah, no, you could do that. If you're a fire wizard, you could sell fire in the middle of fucking Antarctica to the penguins or something. I don't know. It really depends on, like, how the market looks for certain types of these things. Would tardigrades also have... What the fuck is a tardigrade? Hold up. I've heard that word before. I've played Brotato, and it looks like a fucking worm thing, right? Tardigrade. Oh, that's one of those little microscopic fucks, isn't it? Yeah, the water bears. I don't know enough about a tardigrade to determine what the hell that is or how that can be useful. Would you ever replace your bed with a cryo bed? I don't know what a cryo bed is. I like it cold, or I like it cool, but not cold. And if it's cold, then I have a big blanket. Also, unlike Death Wizards, Ice Wizards can make an army of ice golems and evil snowmen. I don't know about that. You would have to weave ice with myth in order to do shit like that. Like, I feel like at a certain point, like, summoning, manipulating the frost to become a snowman is one thing. Manipulating the ice to become legions of monsters probably requires more than just ice mastery. If I were to put some stipulations around that. Tardigrade is almost... Yeah, it's some bacterial creature thing. What was the initial question? Would tardigrades also have similar... But what kind of buffs were we talking about? I don't remember what this part of the conversation was about. Tardigrade. Sounds like an insult you call somebody. Somebody cuts you off on a fucking intersection or something. You look at it, yell at them, say like, "Learn to drive, you fucking tardigrade." Cryobeds are the things in sci-fi where it would suspend. Okay, so just I get what you're saying. The fucking pod that keeps Master Chief alive for extended periods of time. Yeah. I don't know what I would use that for. I don't have any desire to live past the people who are around me. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they come out with fucking Half-Life 3 at some point. Maybe that's the only use for a cryobed. Again, I've never played the Half-Life franchise, but I make that joke because I am somewhat of a gamer. Also, if you were Myth, a mythcaster, you could have your own underground fight ring, or at least they would have. That's true. Also, all of the fighting would technically be consensual, because your minions, by definition of Mythmaster, you know, of Myth, have to agree to let you summon them and use them as you please, I think. My very insult is the word asinine. I got you. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Maybe Ice Magic can help in the creation of a cryo suit like Mr. Freeze. I don't think you understand. I don't think you thought that one through, because Mr. Freeze got himself fucked up to the point where he could not live without a suit that cryogenically freezes him, I'm pretty sure. And I don't know many people who would find themselves in that situation aside from Mr. Freeze. I mean, it's a good idea, but it's like, if people are actively requiring fucking ice suits, they're doing something wrong, and it's 100% on them. Is the cloak spell useful at all in advanced combat? No. Not really anymore. I don't think so. I don't think the cloak spell was ever useful outside of the first arc, when people didn't learn, when people did not know the game. Wait, advanced combat? You mean like with Rochambeau shit? Yeah, it used to be good for PvP until everybody started fucking realizing what spells people will use and started using different spells different schools would use. It's like in me, the only time I have ever seen the cloak spell be remotely useful was in that one weird polar bear fight in the Temple of Light in Polaris with the polar bears with the weird children's suit and the spinny top hats. And even then, it wasn't useful because it did nothing. I knew Mr. Freeze was in a dire situation, but I guess his problems are greater than anyone. Well, that would... Yeah, if you manage to find the 1 out of 7 billion people who manage to get themselves messed up in a way that requires them to utilize an ice suit to survive, absolutely, that is how you use ice magic, I guess. Cloak TCs are banned in advanced content. What? Yeah, the one PvP spell that could keep your enemies guessing is not allowed in PvP. Always pretty useful if you want to hack a blade / trap side. VHS skip here, kind of met to me. Didn't cloak get removed? Dude, I don't even know. I'd have to... Hold up. Now I want to see if cloak exists. Give me a second. I'm gonna go figure this shit out. I swear it's probably still in Diego's list, but like... Probably not. Oh, you know what? Somebody's in the arena. Let's go. I know Elucidate got removed, and that would have been a really useful spell. That was initially going to be an astral spell, and they just said, nope. It's removed from Diego? Oh, don't tell me, I was right here. What the fuck is this shit? So, does that mean people who have cloaks still have it? The actual enhancement is removed. DC is not. Wow. I bet you I have a wizard who was supposed to have that spell, and I guess I would imagine it would just be gone from your inventory, right? Yeah, the dragons are moving fast enough. I can get those. Okay, never mind. Fuck me, I guess. Sweet. Wait, so does anybody know if that spell has been 100% removed from your inventory as well? Like, I've always wondered how stuff like that works. Let me see. Wizard101 Cloak. Why does Suns... Okay, that's just a... This spell cannot be trained. That's not true. It used to be. Okay, yeah, it's just no longer in the game as a spell anymore. That's interesting. Aside from, like, the two fucking weird Polarian bears who use it. And possible treasure cards, from what I'm seeing. Cloak basically allowed you to mystery enchant a blade or trap or something. Or a shield. It would essentially say question mark on the blade, trap, or shield. Rather than saying, like, giving the colors of the fire school. Like, you could also mask debuffs with it, possibly? I don't know, I never really used it. Yeah, Cloak was just 100% removed from every rise spellbook. That's interesting. It makes sense, but you'd think they would let the OGs have it for, like, tenure purposes. Oh my god. We've been talking about Wizard101 schools and Cloak for like 46 minutes. I still have a simplify. What the fuck is a simplify? You see, is that elucidate? What you're talking about? Hope seems to be something relatively useful. Yeah, it was essentially. It was a good idea. Horrible implementation of horrible practice and implementation. It's like, oh, I don't want this person to know I'm a death wizard. Let me cast this on my death blade to keep them from seeing I am a death wizard. And then PvP just moved to, hey, I'm gonna use multiple different advanced combat systems to fucking remove shields, traps, blades, or, you know, the fucking moon, and kill my opponent in the process. Like, school identity means nothing in PvP now. The -1 pip? What the fuck? That was a spell? Wizard101 Simplify. Simplify. Wizard101 Elucidate. I didn't know there's a lesser version of Elucidate. That's neat. And useless. Or less useful. That was probably their idea. There would be a -1 pip and then a -2 pip progression for spells, and then they just realized that it was broken as shit. That's interesting. I didn't know that specific card was a thing. I just assumed that Elucidate was the one, or I'd only ever heard of Elucidate. Which I think they could implement Elucidate and Simplify back into the game as trainable spells now, and ban it from PvP, and it just wouldn't be as big of an uproar as some people think it would be. That's my hot take for 2025. Alright, I've been playing this game for 14 years on and off now, so well. Similar timeline. Again, did not know that existed, and I'm not dealing with that because I wanted 2 of those. I also have 3 spells that were pre-enchanted before the pre-enchantments were removed. Nice. I didn't know you could keep those. Fun fact, you could get Simplify as a rare drop from Silver Chest before... What? That I did not know. This has turned into a let's talk about random lore things to a let's talk about what school you'd be in real life to a here's a bunch of random facts for spells and shit. This is great. I love this. I love talking about random shit and just going off on tangents. Me using -2 pips on Krampus. How does that even work with Arch Mastery now? Would it turn it from a 5 pip spell to a 3 pip spell, or would it negate the Arch Mastery? How does that work? It would have to require Arch Mastery, I would imagine. I don't think it would change anything now that I think about it. Other than pip cost. I'm gonna eat some more Panda Express real quick. When we talk about Ravenwood elements, if they're real, how they work. Yeah. I wish I would add Simplify and Elucidate back so that dual blades could be... Dude, that would be one of the easiest things for them to do is... I'm not gonna lie, that in and of itself would negate, like, the whole... Arch Mastery spell weaving bit. Like, it would make it to where you would not even have to use spell weaving to utilize those, and that would just make the whole journey worthless. It would be broken because then you'd have more blades, which equals more death in this game. They should add more enchantments in general, to be honest. Yeah, they should. At some point, they just stopped adding damage enchantments around Mirage? Level 110 for the Arcana Mirage, yeah. No, level 110 was the Polaris, so yeah. They stopped adding, like, damage enchantments and shit around Mirage. And that was, like, 40 levels ago, wasn't it? No, Mirage was level 120, we're at 170, so yeah, 50 levels ago. You can, with 2 different item card sharpens, you can get more than that. Hey, cheap views on streamboot.com removed the space. At random thing. Yeah, go fuck yourself, random bot. I don't even think it would monetarily be worth it for cheap views. Because, like, all of those things will inevitably get flagged as bots. Probably. Assuming that that even actually works. Like a damage enchant that adds plus 450 damage, but... Yo, that would be interesting. Wait, what? Why is this now banned from this channel? What the fuck? Why is that in red? Why did that... What the fuck happened to Jack? Why did his name turn red and say is now banned? I'm so confused. I didn't ban Jack, I banned the bot. How do I fix that? What the fuck? Oh wait, no, Jack's still here. What did you do, Jack? I assume you did this, or I did something, but you're still here. I'm confused. Anyway, back to... Nothing seems to be broken, so I don't know what the fuck just happened. Honestly, we need the Astral Utility spells, to be honest. Moonblade and Sunblade. That would be pretty cool. But, I mean, we also have those as item cards right now, so it's not, like, the biggest worry. You fell for the fake ban message. I'll be honest, I've never seen that before. I was worried I'd accidentally somehow banned you. But I knew something was up, considering the fact that when I banned the bot, it removed them completely from the chat, whereas yours was still there. And I was flipping through to see previous messages, and it was still there. But the red thing, how do you do that? What the fuck is that? It's hilarious. I want to learn how to do that so I can do that to random people for shits and giggles. Let's see, we got fucking wannabe ninja over here. Mr. I dropped crowns on the Celestia pack at level 0. Oh, we're collecting brimstone. We are collecting the brimstone to put in the armor so that it's a Twitch command / me. Oh, nice. We're collecting the brimstone that we will infuse in the armor that will give it fire resistance, because our battle drake, who we are making armor for, needs fire resistance, even though it's the only drake left in the only living drake left in existence, as far as we know. And I guess just needs protection from the fucking element of fire. This is a useless, pointless side quest. We don't even have to fly through the volcano to get to the top. Just saying. I also don't see that you banned the bot. Well, I clicked on Restream and it banned it on Restream, which bans it from Twitch and YouTube. It probably did not remove the message from Twitch specifically. So I don't know, maybe it doesn't work on Twitch anymore? I don't know. Report that person for being a bot. Just because. Fuck that. Fuck that bot. Even though it will achieve nothing. And your time will be wasted. Do it anyway. Hey, look, it's the Fire Forge. The same exact forge that was in the fucking Emperor's Retreat or whatever. Or what was it? The Ice Forge that was in the Grand Arena? Question mark? I don't remember. Fuck. I've been streaming for 2 hours, but it really does not feel like it. Oh, we have to go to Father Drake. Father Drake is next to a teleporter, and I'm an idiot. When I use the bot, pause. Okay. I just like, what is it? I use Restream to stream to both Twitch and YouTube at the same time, so I just like, there's an option for me to click on somebody's name and then ban them from Restream chat. Oh, I don't know why I got off of that. But anyway, let's talk about more interesting things. Another fucking upgraded spellmental spider over here. I'm so used to seeing the regular lava spiders, which I'm pretty sure that texture's still in the game, so I don't know why they changed these ones. You know what? I'm pretty sure he's going to debuff me round 1. Never mind, he put up a shield. I think the reason it doesn't feel like 2 hours is because we've been talking about random lore debate stuff with elements in Pigswick Academy. And that one really confused person who's talking about giraffes. Like, we've been having a time. It was the second round. I remember I did Dragonspire as a myth and passed at level 63 because I did Winter Test early. Oh my god. That sounds like the worst experience ever for Winter Test. Doing Winter Test at fucking level 30. Do you have a max level wizard? Yes, I have a max level balance that I've completed the entire game up to the end of Selenopolis with Wolf. Mikey at some point was supposed to join us for Selenopolis. Or we're supposed to help him complete Selenopolis. And then my Myth Wizard is at the end of... what is it? My Myth Wizard is at the end of Novus, and at some point I will start and hopefully finish Wallaroo this year. Possibly. Why did I faint the spider? I don't even remember doing that. And then I've completed the entire game up to level 130 multiple times. So... at the very least, I know some of the game. Do you... Do they ever raise the level caps when adding new worlds and arcs? Yes. Every new additional main story world lets increases the level by 10. Yeah, 10 levels, typically. Actually, I'm pretty sure that's always been the case. The only exceptions are side worlds that are not inherently important to the story, like Grizzleheim or Wintertusk, or the Catacombs, or Aquila. But yeah, every world, every main story world they come out with adds plus 10 levels, which is just the standard. Aside from Imperia Part 2 and Chrysalis Part 2, which those were just Part 2 of Worlds, so yeah. Selenopolis. I'm confused as to whether Selenopolis was a side world or the prequel to Arc 5. No, not. It is its own main story. Grizzleheim is not part of the original Arc 1 main story. It's a side world that then gets to become its own main story. And it mainly exists for there to be some amount of talk around the Ice Titan and bears and shit. Other than Side World, the only thing they didn't raise level cap was when adding a world was Dragonspire, which was first added. Well, yeah, but wait, so does that mean the level was capped at level 40 for a while, or how does that work? Because like I assume the first, even though Dragonspire came out like later than the first like 4 worlds, I'm pretty sure like the intention was each world was 10 levels, right? Or am I just misunderstanding that? Also, look at these guys' masks. Those are pretty cool dragon cultist robes. These are the assholes who ruined Dragonspire. What makes you think Selenopolis is in an Arc 5? Well, it's the fact that at the very end, he starts talking about... there's some dialogue around how fucking Moon Man over there was... decided to pick a fight with us other than this other person who apparently comes from our same dimension or a different dimension, just like how we came from... a different dimension other than the spiral, and how there's this other person we will have to deal with at some point who's probably going to be important to Arc 5. So, like, it's the entire world... What the fuck was Moon Man's name? Ansu. The whole world was about him, kind of, for some reason. Explaining how moon magic works, I guess. And then at the very end, it's like, oh yeah, also fucking random shit that will probably be in the next world. At least that was my takeaway. I'm pretty sure they very specifically stated that there was another being that was a chick who came from either a different dimension or the same dimension as us, because Khonsu was supposed to be observing 2 different people, and he decided to pick a fight with us for no fucking reason. Again, I would have to replay Selenopolis, but I'm pretty sure that was in there somewhere. Otherwise, I have just made a huge mistake and should have paid more attention. I also got confused as to what they were talking about with the fucking Egyptian gods or whatever being avatars of Khonsu or whatnot. It was all very confusing. Also, apparently Celestians are like legit aliens, I guess. That is a thing. Who do you think Khonsu was referring to when he mentioned the human character from Earth? My bets are still on here, Hillary Clinton and Wiz. Jesus Christ. I don't know unless we've already met them and they will be revealed at a later time, possibly. Penny Dreadful. That is that one. That her. 100%. She's a Cabal spy, just like Mallory. No, I have no idea. It'll be a random reveal, probably. Probably doesn't have anything to do with anything in the story up to this point, and is just a new direction for them to go to keep us entertained after we have saved the world from utter destruction, saved the world from utter destruction again, saved the world from utter destruction a third time, and then saved a world from potentially destroying the rest of the universe and becoming evil. Wait, that was only 4. Yeah, that's 4 arcs. Watch it be Duncan again. Dude, fuck Duncan Grimwater. That motherfucker bitched out of fighting the Harvest Board because he needed treasure cards. And then he becomes the fucking... this guy wearing Malistair's gear, and he's in the Cabal. Fuck that. We earned that exalted wizard title, and that gear that we so callously robbed from a dying man who had a weird vendetta against us for a while. It's pretty weird how they brought Malistair back. I'm not gonna lie. Like, we fight, we do all of Arc 1, we eventually kill him. He goes with his wife to the other side and, you know, gets to rest in peace or whatever, even though he doesn't really want to. He wanted to bring her back, but he's just kind of guilt-tripped into, you know, resting in peace. And then Morganth resurrects his ass. And after being set free from her control, he decides, fuck it, I'm gonna be evil again. After going to the afterlife with his wife the first time. Also, I don't understand how the end of Arc 1 even happened. Oh yeah, how do you think Duncan got Darkmoor gear? He fucking walked up to Malistair's grave as he's jerking off to it and fucking steals his clothes. That's how. Duncan Grimwater's a freak. Also, if you think about it, right? We fight the Wraith. So Malistair at one point decides he's going to try and revive his dead wife Sylvia and accidentally turns her into a Wraith. That is canon. We then take a knowledge crystal, and after fighting the ghost of Sylvia Drake, trap her essence in a knowledge crystal. Now that's important because of the fact that knowledge crystals don't trap your soul, they just trap essentially a pre-recorded message. Like, it can mimic how you would fight, but there's not supposed to be a one-on-one interaction. There's not supposed to be any consciousness behind a knowledge crystal, except for the fact that got retconned whenever they decided the Alchemy Club's fucking invention somehow altered some of the some of the knowledge crystals that were in the catacombs. So it doesn't make any sense how Malistair can get guilt-tripped by his dead wife, whose essence, not her soul, but just her general likeness, was copied onto a knowledge crystal. Like, all of the ghosts we find throughout Dragonspire are legit dead people, and any of the knowledge crystals that we fight just have some 2-bit dicks worth of information, and you know, just basically tell us, hey, random fact from Dragonspire, fight me, motherfucker, and that's it. Oh yeah, so how did you think? Yeah, I read that. Why would Wisteria count as a side world? Yes, it's not a story that's being important. Main one, only adding it. Yeah, it's just a side world. It has very little value aside from building the universe. Do you think Malistaire is a bottom in the relationship? That's a good question. Again, Sylvia must have been a master Among Us player because she gaslights the shit out of him into giving up being an evil prick and just going to hell with her or something. She's like, if you can't do this for me, then she did it twice. The bitch did it twice, by the way. I completely forgot about Darkmoor. At the end of Darkmoor, she's like, if you can't be a good person, if you can't let all this go for me, then I will, like, never love you or some shit. Like, she did that to him twice. Anyway, I thought there were two different versions of the crystal, one that had a pre-recorded message and one that had... if you can find the specific dialogue that says that, I would then agree with you. I just remember that knowledge crystals are very specifically stated, at least at one point in time, to be a pre-recorded, well, essentially a pre-recorded message. It's like you take the knowledge from somebody, but it's not a one-on-one conscious interaction. It's basically somebody telling you something, and then also apparently you can just fucking fight them as well. Like, it's just for storing information. However, the only caveat to that, like I was saying before, was that during the catacombs, since nobody's alive and the only thing down there are knowledge crystals, the only people we'd be able to talk to are the dead dragon Spirians. King Zal decided that the alchemy club's potion somehow alters a knowledge crystal to become sentient. That's like the only caveat to that, as far as I know. Sylvia's pegging game must have been on point. Yeah, she was worth risking the spiral for. That's all I'm saying. That's hilarious. Yeah, no, that's, you know, top tier, apparently. Also, Master Life Wizard died from the flu, presumably. It's never specifically stated what she died from, other than just random general unnamed illness, but, you know, it's there. Oh, fuck, I gotta go talk to Ashley. I don't get to ride the dragon yet. Also, there's another thing that pisses me off. I'll talk about that one in just a second. I gotta go talk to Ashley, the fire tree. What pisses me off, right, is the fact that our little dude right here, our battle drake, is like, was it, blah, 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 thank you for the life debt. Though I can't leave Dragonspire, I will always be your friend and ally. Like, clearly that's just so that they can, like, move past Dragonspire, but now that's got me thinking, I wonder if that's not a set in stone rule, because our dragon says that he can't leave Dragonspire, but drakes, at least in the catacombs, were retconned to be shown to have left left Dragonspire. So does that mean that our dragon just sucks? Or does that mean that dragons genuinely aren't supposed to be able to leave Dragonspire and that was just a plot hole? Dude, also, fucking level 50, my guy. Look at this. Where is it at? Boom, 14% on a goddamn shield pin. That's pretty dope. Can't wait for that. That'll give me 24% extra outgoing on gear that doesn't give outgoing. On at least one piece of gear, because only one of our pieces of gear gets a shield pin right now. Plot hole, most likely. That's what I was initially thinking. But now that I really think about it, our Drake could just be dumb as shit. And just, like, completely just incapable of going through the skyways. And he's like, yeah, I don't want to die. I'm just going to stay here. Because, like, yeah, he might not be able to leave Dragonspire at the moment. And then several years later, we just get a pack that says, hey, free dragon mount if you get lucky. After spending several dollars to get that. Fuck. I don't have anybody friended, but I don't want to do this dungeon. Hold up. Hold up. I'm gonna do something stupid real quick. No, I don't want to friend somebody outside the dungeon. God damn it. Hold up. Let me fuck with somebody real quick. I'm gonna do a port glitch. I just need to find a level 3 wizard that I can add real quick, and then just not ever. Oh my god, I'm such an asshole. Yes, stay my friend long enough to allow me to do this port glitch, please. Oh my god. No, I don't need help completing the dungeon. I need help skipping like 2 mandatory fights. Oh my god, this is great. Alright, so I hope she doesn't port to me, because that's just gonna be real awkward. I'm gonna unfriend her like the moment that happens. No! Oh my god. Got off. God damn it. Soliciting your friend for help. Let's go. God damn it. This person got offline. Alright, hold on. Let me go to the door. Oh, let me see if she jumps back on real quick, but let me go to the door. You mean the circles? Yeah, they're like behind this door, there are like 2 mandatory fights, but there's a port glitch that allows me to fucking skip them. God damn it. I was so close. Here's what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to leave a teleportation mark right here. Go find somebody. And then deal that. So, hold up. Let me do that. Boom. Alright. Go home. Leave. I hope I still have a dungeon recall. Let's go. I need to find somebody who's moving. This person. Please. Damn it. Alright, oh, there it is, Alright, so here's what you do. You add a friend, right? You go to the store, you teleport to the person, run straight into the door, and then boom, you have skipped all of those fights. And you unfriend that person. And you make it to the elevator and win. Fuck. That was hilarious. And yeah, I could have kept her as a friend, but I know for a fact I can just walk to the end of this place rather than port glitching to the end. Whereas that specific door, I couldn't really do that without dealing with the fight. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave a mark here. I'm not fighting these guys. They drop nothing useful. I have all the level 50 gear that I could ever need. And yeah, technically you could do the same thing where you teleport to somebody, run to the door, and it teleports you to the very end. But I'm not having some... potentially there could literally be something coded into the dragon's DNA that prevents them from leaving Dragonspire. Bro, I didn't know that. That's cool. And yeah, absolutely. Fuck that person. It was a random encounter. They got a random friend request, and and then nothing. It's just somebody accidentally friended them, as far as they know. Yeah, no, you used to be able to teleport glitch twice. Or like 3 times in this dungeon. You could port glitch to the elevator, port glitch to the end of that hallway, and then come over here. And then you used to be able to teleport glitch right next to Malistaire. And skip the 2 draconian fights behind this door. But sadly, somehow this port glitch got removed. It no longer works. Can I share this hack with others? Dude, this has been in the game since like day 1. You can share it with whoever. The devs have never fixed this. Also, there's a Ethernet exploit hack that allows you to fucking solo Hades without fighting Zeus and Poseidon. Just in case you're curious about random glitches. I actually have to fight these guys, which sucks. I don't know why I still have all of those converts in there. I was supposed to take those out. But yeah, share that with others. You skip 2 mob fights and potentially walking down a hallway. It's kind of nice, to be honest. I've done this. I don't know that I've ever done a run where I've not done this after having found out about it. And that was years ago. Please don't debuff me again. God damn you. I think I just got to blade up to kill him. I only asked my shit because I don't know. It's absolutely rule breaking. King's Isle does not allow any sort of exploits, but also fuck them. I paid $10 for my membership. Actually, that's not true. I paid like $74 for the year or something or whatnot. I forget. I paid for my ability to play this game, and technically I'm just walking past 2 enemy fights that are bullshit anyway. I played the game for a long time and didn't know that. Well, damn, that'd be the life. Oh yeah. Also, yeah, no, this is like one of the 2 glitches I know about. You can also teleport glitch in different places, right? So I'm pretty sure if you teleport, if you run through an entryway going to a different area you teleport to somebody while walking into an entryway to a different area, it will just pop you out at a random place. So like, feel free to experiment. Maybe you'll find a cheat code or a cheat way to get through a stupid area like the aeroplanes. I haven't really experimented with that. Won't help pair against glitches. Never knew that. Yeah, no, King's Isle fucking hates glitches. That's why they broke the bazaar. They didn't like the fact that people would unintentionally trade or would intentionally trade items by circumnavigating the intended use of the bazaar. It's like, if you're going to allow people to sell shit and deprive them of the ability to trade, what the fuck you think's going to happen with that? Like, it was a thing for years. They broke it for like 6 months. Everybody hated it, and then they brought it slightly back or something. Which was a good choice on their end. They don't need to piss off the player base too often. Yeah, the entire game's just buggy. Y'all remember when somebody hacked the broadcast system? That was the literal day before I started streaming or making YouTube content or anything, by the way. My brother was in town, and apparently that night, that was the last night he was going to be in town for. And I was like, okay, the next day I'm gonna, make a YouTube video and figure this shit out. I don't have... You know what I can do, though? I can do that, hope to get a power pip, and then just fucking rat spin if I get it. And again, I did get mounts and banned from glitching on a rock. What the fuck? I've never heard about that. Tell me more about that. I have an idea about one Drake who says he can't leave, and maybe he can't leave because... Yeah, that was my initial thought too, is I assumed there was some legitimate force preventing them from leaving Dragonspire. I mean... Dragonspire wasn't known for its peace treaties. You know what I'm saying? They were known for, like, going to war with other places. So, the double mount glitch? What is that? Because you know what? I do remember there used to be a glitch where you could teleport people into Mirror Lake if you put them on a 2-person mount. I remember that was a thing years ago, but I don't know if that's the same thing you're talking about. When did somebody hack the broadcast system? You don't remember that? Dude, that was like a couple years ago. Somebody hacked the broadcast system. There were YouTube videos about it. They were saying random shit. Like, they quoted fucking Breaking Bad. They're like, my name is Walter Hartwell White. I live at blah, 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 blah. This is my confession story. That was a big thing. King's Isle actually decided for like a month everybody got every single membership benefit, regardless of whether or not, and free membership. Like, it was probably 100%. So considering they didn't go 2 balls through the wall, it was probably a pre-planned thing, if I had to guess, but that's just a conspiracy, a game conspiracy. But yeah, no, somebody hacked their broadcast system because their game runs on a fucking 20-year-old engine almost at this point. And yeah, they just started throwing random messages, where a random message in a text box would show up in the middle of your screen, and it would be like just somebody wrote some random shit multiple different times. This went on for several hours, I think it was. The rock behind the Ninja Pit game wasn't there at the time. We glitched on it by holding the Windows button, then jumping on the rock. Okay. Maybe they don't have trading because... They don't have trading in the game because if they did, people would play less and they would make less money off of it. 100% that's the reason. If somebody could trade you your Malistaire gear versus you paying the fucking Darkmoor chest to get the Malistaire gear, you would not be willing to put in several tens, if not hundreds of hours to grind that multiple different times throughout multiple different playthroughs and eventually decide, fuck it, I'm just going to buy the chest. I'm going to spend $5 on crowns. Yeah, the fucking wizard police are after me. That was one of them. That was one of the quotes. So we got a lot of attention from people wondering how the hell we got here. Even a few reports. Yeah, that... Man... The funniest part was that I was on that night, and I never noticed anything, because apparently it was only happening in, like, Realm Ambrose in the Commons or something. But I was on around that time, and then the next day, I decided to make, like, make my YouTube channel and shit, and, like, record a video and figure shit out. And then, like, on that same day, or, like, later on that week, I was hearing all about that shit. It was fucking crazy. It's like more random shit like that needs to happen. Because that absolutely probably got more people coming back to the game. If it was 2020, wasn't the Wiz community or playing enough to know about that hacking incident? I wasn't. No, I don't think it was 2020. It was after COVID. It was definitely after COVID. Like, I'd have to look up a video on it. It was like either late 2020 or something. I don't know. I don't think I will get debuffed. And I'm going to bank on the the idea that I get a power pit. Alright, let's see. Oh, damn it. I got a power pit, but I did not... I did get debuffed. Oh, well. The funniest message when they did was, I fucking hate this job. Yeah, that was... I remember seeing that one. That's actually my pause stream. If I go to Twitch, I fucking stole... I copied something similar to that. Let me... How do I access my pause screen? Hold up. My I'll be right back screen. How do I utilize that? It's been so long since I set this up, I don't remember. Rank channel, manage goals. How do I... Only people on Twitch will be able to see this if I manage to figure it out. Where is my I'll be right back? Overlords, you're a successful streamer. Tell me how to do this random shit I should know how to do. And King's all removed memberships. I think memberships in response to that. Key brain move. There's only one guy. The fact that they just decided, hey, random stuff was said during the span of like an hour or two on one of the parts of the server in our game, we're going to give everybody every membership benefit and free membership. Like, I'm pretty sure, if I had to guess, it's just a scene in your streaming software. Where do I find that? No, isn't there on Twitch very specifically a "I'll be right back" thing? It should just be different scene in your streaming software. Hold up, I don't think I have one. I remember on Twitch there's an option for it. Hold up, let me Google this. Twitch. Be right back. Green. I could have swore there was an "I'll be right back." Okay, right? Or no? Stream preview. The edit stream info, my chat, quick action. What is quick action? Oh no, I've done something. Hold up. Yeah, the offline screen. How do I achieve that? Oh no, I've Screen manager. Activity feed. Screen preview. Yeah, how do I achieve that? By ending the stream? Okay, at the end of the stream, you'll be able to see that, where it's just like, hey, I don't even remember what the fuck it says, to be honest. Also, I just realized I've been streaming for 2.5 hours, and I've just completely finished Dragonspire. This is great. I've got to get rid of all of these little fucking... Can I not access my inventory right now? Are you fucking kidding me? Yeah, Sylvia... We trapped her essence in a knowledge crystal. She should not be able to talk to Malistaire like she knows him. Like, that's probably why Malistaire thinks that this is a fake Sylvia. Right? Like, I could have swore we put her ass in a fucking soul gem or something. And then, oh yeah, Dragon Titan, he's awake, I guess. You get the wand? What wand? Apparently, during hacking, someone said this game is shit, too. Yeah, there's a lot of random shit going on at that point. What wand? That's probably Cyrus manipulating the crystal. If it's not specific, if it's not a specific dialogue that says Cyrus is probably doing this, I'm not willing to consider that as like a potentially canon thing. Even though he's from Dragonspire and knows how knowledge crystals work, I don't think that that's how they would be able to be used. Let's see. Fuck this soul servant in particular. The whole community was in chaos because of it. Chaos is a strong word. The whole community was like freaking out about the fact that this was even happening, and yet nothing really came of it. I thought it was fucking hilarious. And honestly, I wouldn't mind if some random shit like that happened again and I was able to be a part of it. But yeah, no, thinking about that is hilarious, because it's like one of my favorite games got hacked and just some stupid little text boxes came up on the screen saying random stuff, potentially profane, but not really. Some of them were fucking pop culture references, and people just lost their shit. It's hilarious to think about. Which video is best if you want to learn about the incident? I don't know, just look up Wizard101 hacked from like 2-3 years ago. Wizard101 broad cast. Let's see. Yeah, there. What is it? There. Here's one from fucking Zepha. Let me open this, but not play it. God damn it. I'll throw you this YouTube chat in here, or this YouTube link in here. That's just from Zepha's video. Let's see. Got 2 of those. I might be able to just, like, keep fucking stacking shit up. I'm not really dying too much. And I have heals. Most Wiz YouTubers covered it. Even... Yeah, didn't Penguin Zero Moist Critical cover that? Or, like, go bring it up at the very least? He could have done some teacher-only magic. Apparently. Nah, they gotta specifically say it in the game. That's my biggest thing, is like, if it's not in the game, it's not canon. Even if a dev says this is what we were thinking at the time, if it's not in the game, it's not canon. I believe he told you that before you fought Sylvia. What did he say? We need a Pirate 101 hack like that, like the Wiz one. Some funny stuff like "You're a Pirate" from Lazy Town, SpongeBob songs. Yeah? They just start fucking typing out the lyrics to ye old sea shanties. That would be funny. Oh yeah, that's right, I just healed myself, never mind. I was thinking to myself, oh no, I've lost health. Can I join the Blub Blub Club? Yeah, sure, you're an honorary member. Dude, me, Wolf, and Mikey were in Waterworks like a year or 2 ago, whenever we were fucking around and just having shit like that. It was so funny just talking about the Blub Blub Club, and then we never brought it up again. Like, I changed it like that evening because I thought it was funny. And then just we've never, ever brought that up again. Oh man, if only I Luminous Weavered into my blades, that would have been smart. Saw the thumbnail and the title, the Criticals video, entitled Employee Ruins Children. Yeah, I think it was some clickbaity thing like that. I can't remember it all, but I believe he says so. I don't remember Cyrus being like, hey, we're gonna trick my brother out of being evil. I don't remember that. Hold up, let me pull up the dialogue around Sylvia just to make sure it was a knowledge crystal. Wizard101, Ghost of Sylvia Drake. This one is in the quest, The Glamorous Life. Ooh, perfect. I needed that reshuffle. Glamorous Life. Let's see. Expand. I have interesting news. My brother care deeply for blah blah blah. You must venture forth into the crop as find her remains. Blah, blah, blah. Take this knowledge crystal, find her tomb, and use the crystal, and it will store her spirit within. That's not how knowledge crystals work. That is a plot hole. That is 100% a plot hole. Knowledge crystals are very specifically meant to trap like the essence of somebody, but multiple times, at least one time specifically in Dragonspire, we're told that knowledge crystals do not store somebody's soul in there. That, at least I'm pretty sure. I'll have to look back through my Dragonspire video now, but I'm 100% sure we get told knowledge crystals don't do that. Because the whole point of the catacombs was fucking that the Alchemy Club created a potion which altered the state of the knowledge crystal to allow the fucking souls of the people who trapped in them to become sentient. That was the whole point of that was the whole thing around the catacombs. That's what kicked that off. They made an alchemical potion that just breathed sentience into piles of trash and shit. I don't need this anymore. I can get rid of those, and I will just get rid of that too. I need to switch back to life mastery. Yeah, no, that's... Yeah, that's a plot hole. This should not be physically possible, or everything else up to this point should not have panned out the way that it panned out. Wizard101 King Detritus, or Detritus, whatever the fuck his name is. A picture of an elephant. These monsters are trash. Let's see. Kill him. We're saved. Do you think we need blah 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 blah? They don't get it. It shouldn't be right. It's blah blah blah. No, what? Talk to the guy. Don't need to use that right now. I can get rid of Pigsy and Rat Spin. There'll be plenty of time for me to dig around. Let's clean up this goo before more of those trash monsters pop up. Leads to a new storyline. This should dispel the alchemical magic of the goo. Blah blah blah. Oh, perfect. I actually needed that. Like at some point, Professor Hargrove very specifically states we've changed the property of the knowledge crystal. I'll have to look into that later. Tonight I'm learning that King's Isle low-key sucks as a dev company and need to get their act. You know, it's one of those things that I can proudly say, a game that I love and cherish has gone through some really interesting shit. And I'm glad to have been there for the ride. What is this? This leads to no place like catacombs. I think it's... let me faint this guy. These fellows appear to be from Dragonspire, but there's no historical record of Dragonspire visiting Ravenwood, because that happened a long fucking time ago. Goes into a crypt. There's eyeball blah. I'm pretty sure it happens at the end of Beggar Dungeon, doesn't it? I don't remember if I had this played, so I'm just going to keep lighting up. Ghost points into another crypt. This is instant quest? This is Princess. Yeah, these are the Gregors. Blah blah blah. Happened here. These gems on the walls seem like Dragonspire knowledge crystals, but they're misbehaving. Yeah, they very specifically states that knowledge crystals are the knowledge crystals that are letting people become sentient aren't supposed to do that. Find interesting stuff beyond the hacking. I mean, the weird... Well, yeah, they're just weird shit is just a general term, but like... In the amount of time this game has been around, there have been multiple different changes to not only the quests, but also mechanics of how, mechanics that they have personally the devs chose to implement at certain points, which made sense that at certain other points just no longer made sense, apparently. Meaning like how critical worked, how blocking worked. Critical and block were bugged for the better part of a year. And then they added Arch Mastery, which was pretty fucking cool. That sucked for a while whenever it just did not work how initially, or whenever you had to fight, other people for it. And that's just like some of the gameplay aspects. They removed spells that they initially had in the game simply because they just didn't like it. That's always interesting. It got hacked. Other kind of shit that's gone on. They at one point decided to slash enemy health across the board by 20% to make the game easier. They are now choosing to potentially nerf Celestia because it apparently is a drop-off point for players who just, have a hard time fighting enemies that are easy as shit to deal with and can no longer crit on you super hard. That's just that's most of the things. Here's an idea. If you make a Discord server, you should call it the Blub Blub Club. That meme makes... No, it's past. It's gone. It was a one-night stand type of deal, Can I still port to this place? Yes! Fucking go. I've got to run all the way back now. Actually, I don't think this will let me exit the dungeon now that I think about it. Let me see. I'm not level 50. I don't know why I'm trying to go to the fucking Dragon Forge. I'll just go back to Dragonspire. They already nerfed Celestia and Test Realm. Yeah, exactly. Like, that is what they're planning to do. I personally have no problem after I get Waterworks gear. Hell, even with Chieftain's gear, probably you could do it. Once you get Waterworks gear or a mix between that and Zigzag gear, you can just solo the game aside from, like, major hard dungeons. If you just look up the cheats for bosses. Like, aside from one or two fights where there are two bosses in the same fight, pretty easy game. Take a look at that life wand. What life wand? Does somebody have a life wand near me? I was not paying attention. But yeah, they revamped the entirety of Arc 1, just blatantly removing years of established character dialogues and lore from the anvil. Let me take a look at the one at the anvil. What we got up in here? Oh, I've already got the wand. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I've already got all my level 50 gear. That's all sorted. Let's see. The wand. Oh yeah, with like pierce and damage. Yeah, I've already got that. Let me see. What is the ring? Did the ring give any outgoing? No, it does not. Neither does the fame. Kind of sad. Amulets are alright. Dude. These, not that one. These right here. Beat Malicer only. I've done that, so now I just need to grab all my claw reagents. Most easily, if you can get used to those scavenger hunt missions and learn how to farm material. I don't even think the fucking defeat and collect quests were that big of an issue. Like, yeah, it sucked when you had to redo a fight, but that's the entire point of a defeat and collect. Is like, there's an enemy who probably took this one fucking gemstone. You should go get that to progress the story, but we don't know who specifically has it. Go fight a bunch. Get lucky on the first try? Awesome. Get unlucky with like 2 to 3 fights? Whatever, The one I looked at gave 11 to 13 damage. All the wands are different. I can go back there. I'm just talking. Go to Raven. Oh yeah, this is the new quest for starting Celestia. That's actually going to be a really shitty quest to deal with. I don't have Forest Lord, and those evil guys. Those guys suck in that quest. Oh, there's a whole thing going on. All right. I've done this like 3 times, and I completely forgot this was a thing. I was expecting to go straight into Celestia right now. Alright, let's see. I don't know why I'm going this way. Let me go over. I'm probably going to end stream here in just a minute, but let me go grab all this level 50 gear. I am 7 levels away. 7 levels until I can use that. The XP scaling for Arc 1 is really weird. Yeah, I've got a bunch of shit. Yeah, I've got the top tier level 50 hat, robe, and boots. I'm pretty sure I just crafted some of the pieces I didn't have. Let's see, the wand. Pretty sure this is the top tier wand for life at level 50. Yeah, I got the Gertok stuff. Yeah, I got all this shit. I've got a lot of gear. I've played through a lot of this game and just keep a lot of drops. But yeah, that's Dragonspire done with. I was expecting to split this up between like 2 or 3 more streams. Just completely got carried away with fucking around. This is a fun stream. You need to have more random books. No, there's definitely a better one. What makes Arc 1 XP scaling weird? The fact that in 5 worlds that are supposed to spread out XP to 10 different levels, I am only level 43, having defeated the 5th world of the Arc. On top of that, by the time I've done Grizzleheim and Celestia, I will be level 70 going into Zafaria, and will just continue to be over level for the rest of the game. So I'm 7 levels under right now. I will be over 10 levels when I start Celestia, because I'm going to do, what is it, Grizzleheim and Wintertusk first. And then, for the rest of the game, I will, on average, be about 10 levels above where I'm supposed to be. Like, I've played the game this way for, like, multiple different characters, and that's how it always pans out. I'm surprised. Oh, never mind. I am 6 levels, maybe 7 levels. I don't know why I've got this here. Am I at? I'm 5 levels under level. Okay. I forgot that I had locked my level. That's my mistake. You're meant to make up the difference through Grizzleheim. I don't know about that. Considering the fact that there are side quests in this world, and I have hit level 50 before finishing this world before, purely just by doing side quests, I don't believe that's true. So what one are you talking about? This one gives 10 damage. This is 11 damage. 11 damage, 8 damage, 8 damage, 13 damage. But wow, fire gets 13 damage? That's crazy. But yeah, no, that's pretty much it for the stream. That's all I was looking to accomplish. I'm ahead of schedule. I won't have to play on this wizard for like another month. But anyway, thanks for joining. I'm just gonna do some other random shit while I get ready to get off. I'm gonna go do my garden. I've got a double XP potion going on my balance right now. The life just got a bad one. Yeah, life and ice just get bad ones. Let me go deal with my plants. Oh, perfect. Y'all get to watch me collect all of this shit. As my potion counter runs down the timer. And my horrendous bag space does not allow me to carry more than like 20 items. There's my my jewel plants. I started with 1 jewel plant and now I'm up to like 13. But they refuse to double. Really weird how that works. Yeah, same with at level 90 originally, Ice Wizards did not get any Pierce from the Hades wand, which was supposed to only have Crit and Pierce on it. Like, that was That was level 90's whole thing, was that, hey, we're introducing this cool new, pierce mechanic. Oh yeah, here's my healing setup. I look like a life druid. I'm cool like that, and I got fucking 200% outgoing. Oh my god, that's a lot of shit. But anyway, that'll be it for this stream. Thanks for joining. I'm going to go to bed because I'm tired. Right after I do some gardening on this guy.